What's up, people? It's your man Urban Lover coming from your mama's basement. Segment real quick. It's going to be about LeBron James. It's going to be about Michael Beasley. Just want to knock some couple things out. First and foremost, like I told you guys before, this is not really basketball pertain. I mean, besides Michael Beasley, but this segment is basically about LeBron James, and I want to talk about his off the court, situation. And this is one of the biggest reasons why I always have respect for LeBron James. I know a lot of fans or non-fans, they find a lot of reasons to hate this man. But one thing I got to say, that one thing he has done, and I speak about this all the time, and correct me if I'm wrong, but he's one guy that I know that really speak with his money. And what I mean by that, if you look at his situation, and I'm not talking about like, as in, I know some people might disagree with me, but like with the Kaepernick situation, another brother who spoke with his money. But I'm talking about LeBron right now. Now, LeBron, what he did for the city of Akron, I mean, that is very beautiful, man. And this is my big problem, especially when it comes to the black society or black community. When it's like, okay, you make all this money, but then you forget about where you came from. You know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, and like I said, I want to talk about this because I want you guys to understand and realize this, coming from a black man. I always say this, when people are in a position of power or in a position where they have more than enough, and this is what the old Tupac quote said, but I'm going to use his quote to basically come back at the black community. When Tupac stated about the president, how is it that you got all those rooms, but you can't, take the poor and put them in those rooms? We could use that same elaboration for also the black community. And what I mean by that is this, for those who don't understand, understand the poor communities and all that, it's going to kind of, I'm not going to really speak too much about it because I don't want to, get into people to start talking about opinions and different things like that. I know it's more deeper than what it is. I'm not going to get into that right now, well, not right now. I'm not going to speak about it in this segment. Right now, I just want to address what LeBron James is doing. So you look at the community, and we see all these rappers, stars, celebrities, whatever you want to call them. They lead their communities, and you really hear nothing about what they're actually doing for the community. They would rather go to countries like Africa and all that and spend their money overseas than actually come back to their communities, which support them, which buy their merchandise, which buy, things that they put out, that, go to their shows, but they won't come back and support these individuals. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, they speak and they want you to do these things, follow, go against the system, all this other crazy stuff. But at the same time, they're not doing nothing that reflects on the actual community or the areas that they came from. And that's my thing that I have a big problem with when it comes to the black community. Now, for LeBron James, this is the main reason why I respect him, and the main reason why I respect LeVar Ball. Now, LeVar Ball, I know a lot of people might say, well, we're Urban, he out, look at his prices on his shoes and all that. That's understandable. The reason why I respect LeVar Ball is because for a black man, he's doing something that the average black man hasn't done. He's actually, going against the odds of actually building his brand. Regardless of how much he charges and stuff like that, the point is he's building his brand. And he's using, the media in order to help endorse and advertise what it is that he's doing. Now, for LeBron James, man, I have so much respect for this guy, man. This guy has, he sent so many young kids to college. Now he's opened up a school. Well, I think it's opened up this year. He opened up a school in Akron. You tell me how many celebrities, players, or whoever went back to the community and actually done that. But yet we sit here and hate on this guy. You tell me who done that. A lot of people say, well, he flops. Who gives a hell about him flopping? The thing is, what he's doing for the poor communities, he's actually trying to help and try to bring back something to help educate them, to help them get into an opportunity where they can become a basketball player, become a doctor, become a president, to encourage them. He even say he's going to go to the school and visit once in a while. How much of motivation will that be for a young lost race who has given up on life? Look at our people right now, how they have given up on life. That is a beautiful thing, man, and it blows my mind to hear that, that this guy's doing that. And I don't know, like I said, I don't want to ramble on, man, because I can get deep into it. I don't want to really get deep into it. The point is, at the end of the day, like, this is why I respect this man so much, for what he's doing for his city and what he's bringing back to the city. Even though he left and went to LA, he said basically, because that was his dream and also business-wise. But he opened up a school too, so it's a blessing in disguise for both situations. Him opening up a school and also coming to LA. And you can't ask for nothing more than that, man. And that is it's a wonderful thing, man. And like I said today, I don't care what celebrities, players, whatever you want to call them, what they talk about. My thing is their actions speak louder than words. You can talk all day, you can make all this money, but yet, what are you doing to the society? What are you doing to help build society back up? What kind of part are you playing in society? We're only going to know you by your stats. LeBron, we're going to know him not only by his stats, but we're going to know about what he did off the field, off the court, you might well say, as well. And that right there is the most beautiful thing of all. Regardless of how you look at it. You can hate him all you want, but at the end of the day, this guy has done more for the community than the average person has done for their own block. You know, and I got my hats off to this brother, man, and I'm thankful for him to come to LA. Now to Michael Beasley, I'm gonna tell you like this: the addition of Michael Beasley was a beautiful thing. I mean, picking him up. The reason why I said I always liked Michael Beasley when he came out of college, but I always thought that he would average like 25 points, you know. But his personal situation got the best of him, and it kind of like took him for a loop. He been, I think, what 7 teams, I think, between 5 to 7 teams throughout his NBA career. And I think his best, to me, I mean, they say New York, but I think his best opportunity was really, I mean, his best shine was really with Houston when they was running that, you know, running gun. Well, Mike D'Antoni, I think that was his best. What was it, Mike D'Antoni? Or was it Kevin McHale? I think it was Mike D'Antoni. I think he came right before they let Kevin McHale go. And he was running, and he was looking all right coming off that bench. I mean, he was getting, like, you know, some games he had 20 points, 28 points, 30 points. He was doing all right. So he played pretty good at Houston. The only biggest problem with Beasley is that his defensive schemes. He still haven't really learned defensive schemes. Now, under LeBron James, you know, it could be different, you know. The boy can score. I can say boy, but the man can score. You know, he definitely can score. He remind me almost like Kuzma, if you think about it, because him and Kuzma, they like almost identical each other, to be honest with you. I think both of their thing is just defense. But, you know, after, you know, as the time go on, they both were going to learn. But I think the pickup of Michael Beasley was a good thing because he's a good addition off the bench, especially if one of our players get hurt. And I don't know how Luke Wong going to use him, especially if we decide to go with the second unit. So I'm not too sure, but Beasley to me is not a bad pickup. You know, 6'8", he can play small forward, power forward, and he can spread the floor. And he shot pretty high too. I think 3-point shot, like, I think what 43. I might be wrong, but I know he shot pretty good. But he was good coming out of college, man. He could score. The problem, like I said, was always his defense. He just couldn't read defensive schemes, and that's the main reason why a lot of teams will actually sit him on the bench. You know, during the time when they had like they needed defensive players to come in to make a stop or something like that. You know, he'd be on the bench, and that's why I used to sit there like, damn, this dude, you know, he can score. Guys always think that he would start with Houston, come in dropping points, but the biggest problem, like I said, was the defensive scheme. And the likes of Travis Reeves, you know, actually got the first opportunity before him. You know, but I still think at the day the Lakers did a good thing at picking Beasley up. I don't know how they're going to utilize him. Like I said before, I don't know what the rotation going to look like, but time will tell. And plus on top of that, man, him, not really Rondo, but him, Lance Stevenson, and I'll say JaVale. Those three guys, man, they got a lot to prove. You know, from jumping from team to team to team. I know a lot of people say, well, what about Rondo? But Rondo, you know, Rondo speaks for himself, man. Only big Rondo is that, you know, he just want to win. And if he knows there's an opportunity, he might butt heads with LeBron here and there. He might butt head with Luke, but he wants to win. That's the whole thing about LeBron. Not LeBron, I'm sorry. Rondo, he just want to win. And I'd rather have somebody on my team that want to win than somebody who just go along to get along. I'm just being honest. You know, at the end of the day, you need that. You need that fire. You need somebody to get up in these young guys' tail to get them going the right way. So, but Michael Beasley, like I said, under the people like Rondo, Lance Stevenson, and definitely LeBron, they'll keep Beasley in check. And I think Beasley probably will play pretty good. Depending, like I said, it all depends on the rotation and how they utilize him. But I think Beasley will be pretty good, you know, under LeBron James, especially play with LeBron in Miami. So we'll see how everything, you know, pans out. But other than that, man, it's your man Urban. Love, like, share, subscribe, get in the comment section, tell me what you think. Like I said, kudos to LeBron, open up that school, man. That's a blessing, you know, for the city of Akron, man. I mean, especially for the poor, you know, the poor cities and all that. Well, I'm not gonna say poor, but I'm gonna say the poor parts of the cities, man, that he's really trying to reach out to and help. That's a blessing, man. Like I said, man, at the end of the day, man, I don't care about no, you know, you can't. I don't even want to talk about it, man. You got, like I said, you got a lot of celebrities. I don't even call their names, but they haven't done nothing for their cities. But this brother then went back, you know, got the city championship. Didn't have to come back to get a city championship after they done burnt this jersey up. you know, his owner talked trash about him, you know, and he went back to the city to win him a championship, try to win a couple more, you know, but you know, he wound up only winning one. But you know, he went to the finals, I think, what, 4 times in a row with them. Was it 4? I might be wrong. It might be 4 or 3. I think it was 4. Yeah, 3 and 1 because he won 1. So he went back to the city, won him a championship. You know, Cleveland Cavaliers never won anything. So he won him a championship. Then, you know, now he leaves, and he also put in a school there, you know, to help the poor, you know, the poor communities actually, you know, give them a chance to become something successful in life, man. You can't knock that, man. You can't knock that. I'm ranting because I'm, you know, it's when you hear and like I said, for me as a black man, when you hear another black brother, man, doing something like that, man, that is, oh my gosh, man, it's a beautiful thing. But anyway, listen, y'all take care. I love you guys, man. You know, let's continue to uplift each other, man. Lakers for life, man. Support, love, you know, no matter, you know, in the street, man. I don't care if you're having a bad day, brothers, man. You know, this right here, man, can inspire a lot of you young brothers, man. And I don't care what color you are, man. Show love regardless. Even if people hate you, man, just show love, man. Because you never know how far that love can go, man. Especially if you don't know what's going on with that person in their personal life or something like that. Sometimes they try to hold things in. And sometimes just letting them know that you love them. That you're here for them, you support them, whatever it may be. You know, try to uplift people, man, because right now we're living in a gloomy world, man. And to hear somebody like LeBron doing that for a school, man, it brings tears to my eyes, man. So, much love to you guys, man. Y'all have a blessed one. Take care. Y'all enjoy yourself, man.